Hi, we're Gold Ocean, and we're making a platformer game. So the idea is that you're a thief trying to infiltrate your way into a castle, and starting out from the sewers and going up. And with you have your trusty sword, which, like most normal swords, can attack. But unlike other swords, if you throw it, you can teleport to it. So, yeah, our level design is based around that.
Yeah. So we have a fully functioning main menu. This will actually quit if I click on it. The options, this volume slider actually changes the volume of the menu theme. And then we have our play button here. And so right away, we have basic attack animation. And we have sounds for most all these things, so I'll shut up for a second. And then we have a nice whoosh sound for throwing the sword. We don't have an animation yet, but we will eventually. And if the sword goes far enough, it falls down, and it has a separate asset for when it falls on the ground. Tommy did all of our assets, so thank you, Tommy. And I'll just go through the level and kind of show you some of the things that we can do with the sword. So we actually have a dynamic jump, so I can tap jump, or I can hold it, and anywhere in between will jump up in the air. And then we can have walls like this, where we have to stick it into the wall, and we can recall our sword. We don't have an animation right now, but we have checkpoints like this. So here we come to our first gap where we can't get across without teleporting. So do it like that. And then have stuff like this where we can sort of navigate back and forth. And then just for safety, I'm going to throw it this time. There we go. So just to show you proof of concept, I will actually respawn if I go there. And then we have our enemies here. They make beautiful noises. And they will die. And then we can teleport over like this. And then we're going to have level design like this, where you have to actually go through. And then, stuff like this bat, which, once again, Tommy, awesome job. And then, we're going to have to actually like teleport like that. Tougher stuff like this, where it's like, oh no, I got to time it now. And go across like that. And we want to give you some options, like here we see, oh, there's some enemies, I don't want to have to go through there, so we can have some like optional stuff. And then over here you can see like, oh, a little bonus here, I wonder what I'm going to find. And then going over here, since we're a thief, we kind of want to promote like sneakiness and stuff like that, so we can go over here and try to go the back route. While you see at the bottom all those guards are aimlessly going back and forth looking for I don't know what. And then over here we have another issue. And then also we have it right now, so like if I try to attack, I can't, because technically we're not supposed to have the sword in our hands. But if I take it back, then I can swing again, but if I throw it, can't attack at all. So we're going to implement like different sprites for when you have it, when you don't, and build a lot of it around being able to stand on the sword. Eventually we want to be able to like throw it vertically, and then you can like hang off of it or something like that. So a lot of our game is going to be like the code engine, and then us showing you how our level design will really define the game, because like we have a lot of great asset work now, but we had to spend a bunch of time on like getting the sword to stick to the wall and not do weird stuff. At first it would just fly through, we couldn't figure it out, and just kind of like understand how to get the throwing to work and all that.
And
so
teleporting as well. That was also annoying.
Yeah. So a lot of what we worked on has been the code engine, but we're gonna tidy things up with animations and stuff like that. And yeah, hopefully you guys think it's cool. Thanks.
You and your kitties.
Disclaimer, we did make all assets except the pictures of kittens. But
Yeah.
And the main menu.
No, actually, I found the cats. I took a quick note. But yeah, no, the picture for the menu screen, not ours. The music is just royalty-free stuff, but like everything in the game, this guy right here, like amazing job. So thank you, Tommy.
Any questions? Oh.
Are you pressing a button or anything on the keyboard to differentiate from chunking it into the wall and teleporting?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I skipped over that. Yeah. So I can press the right mouse button to teleport to it, and then I can. We'll tune this later, but I click the mouse wheel, which is just like bring it to me basically is what it's.
So you have some options. There's like you can attack with the left click, and then you throw with right click. But if you don't have it in your hand, you can use right click again to teleport.
Yeah.
And we also have the middle mouse button to recall it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a keyboard, or if you don't have a mouse, we have keyboard controls for that too.
Yeah, so the whole idea is we're trying to, like, we spent a lot of time in the movement and stuff. We're trying to develop like a really tight platformer where the sword just feels like an extension of your ability to move, basically. So, yeah. Any other questions? All right. Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.